Hello VC, welcome to the Inner Sleeve. I'm your host DR. And today I have a vinyl arrivals video for you. So it's been a little bit since I did a video. Today I'm going to go over what I've got in about the last 6-7 weeks time frame, so not quite 2 months. I've slowed down my vinyl buying a little bit, averaging about an album a week or 4 a month. So we'll go ahead and we'll just dive right in. This will probably be a quick one because I'm not going to go in depth on a lot of them. I'm still planning on making videos throughout the year, but it's summer and it's probably going to slow down or stay slow for a little bit. Hope you stick with me and check out the few that I do get out here over the next couple of months. First album is very well a contender for my album of the year, heavy metal album of the year, and that is Overkill Scorched. I recently posted about 3 or 4 weeks ago a review of this album. I went through it in detail then. So I'm not going to repeat myself. If you want to learn more about this version that I got and my opinions on the album, other than you should just go buy it if you haven't already and that it's super good, go check out that video. Next up, I finally picked up one that's been on my want list for about the last 3 years, since I started collecting. And it's Stone Temple Pilots Core. And this is obviously a classic grunge era album. Probably not necessarily my favorite, but it's probably in the top 3 of my favorites of that era. So this one is the Walmart exclusive on red splatter vinyl. So take a quick look at it. Here's the front of the jacket, it has that hype sticker. The back of the jacket. This one only cost $20.97, which seems cheap nowadays for vinyl, but probably is what it should cost or less than that. I do recall when I was first trying to get this album and it wasn't being pressed. I mean, it was like ridiculously expensive. I'm glad I waited. So it does come in a poly-lined inner sleeve, which is always a bonus, although there are no liner notes. Pretty cool color vinyl, which I would have been fine with just black, but hey, I like color vinyl. Take it when I get it, and it's good color. It actually sounds pretty good, which is amazing considering like how many minutes they shove on each side. It's like a 30 minute per side type album. It is a classic, and I don't think I need to read through the songs. There are so many good songs, obviously Dead and Bloated, Sex Type Thing, Creep, Plush. It goes on and on. Great stuff. Moving on to my third pickup is the new metal church album, Congregation of Annihilation. Another really good album by an old band. So exciting. I'm super stoked for what these guys are doing. Really like this album. I've only listened to it twice, I think. So I have Overkill, the new Overkill, I've listened to quite a bit. So I can't really say for sure yet, but this is definitely going to be in running for top 5 albums of the year for me. Taking a look at the front of the jacket. The back of the jacket. So this one was a little bit more than the STP album. This was $24.99. No hype sticker, which we'll get to that in just a minute. It does come with a very heavy duty inner sleeve glossy paper with lyrics, which is great to have the lyrics. I always like it when they do that. Also comes with a download card. So the album art is kind of cool, with the guitar type cross at the front falling and the church kind of getting blown up or whatever's going on. Obviously it's getting annihilated. So since it came in the glossy inner paper sleeve, I went ahead and put it in a MoFi inner. And this is where I was very excited. There was no hype sticker. I thought it was just gonna be black vinyl. I opened it up. I couldn't believe the color. This is really cool, really incredible. And I did not see this in Discogs without the hype sticker. This was a limited edition release, this color, but it was not, it was only with hype sticker. So I don't really know what's going on here. Supposedly it should have had a jacket that had numbers, that was numbered and limited to 1,000, I think. But there was no numbers on my jacket. There was no hype sticker, but I got this colored vinyl. In addition to it being kind of this tan and black or black and tan, you know, if you want your black and tan beverage, It also has like a glittery effect to it. Unfortunately, it did come scuffed. It plays through fine. Vinyl quality other than visual is good, but it may be really hard to see, but there's a lot of scuffing, which was disappointing. There was a slight warp, but I almost expect that, unfortunately, on almost all new vinyl. I haven't even listened to this enough to tell you which ones are my favorite yet, but side A, we have Another Judgment Day, Congregation of Annihilation, Pick a God and Pray. Oh, I do like that song a lot. And the first two as well. This really solid album. Children of the Lie, and side B, Me the Nothing, Making Monsters, Say a Prayer with 7 Bullets. Cool album title, or song title. These Violent Thrills, and All That We Destroy. Another interesting thing that didn't match any of the Discog entries was it said it's made in Canada, and it had that colored vinyl. So I don't know. I haven't been back into Discog since I first got it. Maybe I'll see if anybody's entered this one, or maybe I'll need to do it. Moving on. The next one that we have here is a classic one from Judas Priest, Defenders of the Faith. I did not have this album in my collection. There was a used copy at my local record store for under 20 bucks, I believe. I think it was just under, maybe like 19. I don't know what these are going for, so I don't know if I got a deal. But anytime I can get a really good quality used vinyl record for something that is a classic like this, I'm going to go jump on it if I don't have it already in the collection. But everything's in really good shape. It actually had a little warp. It had some warp to it though, which being thin vinyl, that's usually not something I find on older records. It still plays through fine, but it was a little disturbing that it did have warp to it. Front of the jacket, back of the jacket. Like I said, it's super thin vinyl. It did come with the original insert. I'll pull that out in a minute. So I put it in a MoFi inner sleeve. There's the front of the first side one, I should say. Side two. Other than being warped, really good, really nice shiny black vinyl yet. For having been made in 1984, that's pretty good. The hole for the spindle is a little oversized too, but it does not affect playback either. So the jacket itself, other than a little bit of the wear from the shape of the record, it has really, really good shape. Pretty amazing, actually. And then so is the sleeve. Picture of the guys in the band. We got the lyrics on the back here. Amazing album, as you guys know. Classic. Not going to bother reading through the song titles in this one. And lastly, the reason I'm wearing the Contra t-shirt from Ghost is I picked up their latest. This is a EP of covers. So I am a fan of Ghost. They're such a good live band. Not the heaviest heavy metal band. Probably a lot of people wouldn't even call them heavy metal, but we're gonna go with that. This one's called Phantomime, and this is on limited edition tan vinyl, according to the hype sticker. And for an EP, that's expensive. There's only 5 songs on here, I think, and you're paying $22.99. So that's disappointing. But it's hard to get out of the record store for 20 bucks, for less than 20 bucks on anything nowadays. So here's the front of the jacket, back of the jacket. I do like the album art. Ghost has been doing some pretty cool album art lately, in my opinion. Your opinion may vary. And also pretty cool inner sleeve with Tobias Forge there, of course, in the center. And then some action photos, live photos of others from the band. Obviously, he's really a one-man band with a support crew. That is all hidden and probably changes at any time. And then on the back, we have some information. Don't have lyrics because these are all songs that are not by him, so I'm sure he didn't want to have to pay or copyrights or whatever to reprint the lyrics. Taking a look at this limited edition tan vinyl. This was the indie exclusive edition. Front of the album, back of the record. This one has some warp to it as well, but it's actually not as much as Defenders of the Faith. So pretty amazed by that. Overall, though, it's a good sound quality, no issues. Actually, sounds really good. Production in this is outstanding. I've only listened to this one twice, I think. Obviously, these are a lot of these are classic songs people know. We got See No Evil, kicks off with See No Evil, Jesus He Knows Me, Hanging Around, and then on side B we have Phantom of the Opera and We Don't Need Another Hero. And I just honestly really like all of these songs and Tobias's take on them. I think it turned out really good. Love the fact that they put out an EP already after having just put out a album last year. Really good to keep getting more. Love that when bands do that. Thanks for watching through what I had picked up here recently. Go ahead and post in the comments below what you picked up and what you thought of my vinyl arrivals. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Keep those turntables spinning. See ya.